Razabani for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. With me, Angel Fernandez.
How
Angel,
are you, man?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Your profile has seemed to have risen over the last couple of months. Would you say so?
The same thing as Danny said. I don't see it in terms of kind of like racing up, you know. As I said, you know, I'm enjoying, you know, my ride. I'm enjoying kind of like my time as a coach, and I take each day as it comes, you know. I'm learning each day, you know, from different boxes, from different trainers, and yeah, I don't really see kind of like myself under the light. I just do what I love, and I'm grateful for that.
You know, as fighters, some fighters like to become world champions,
yeah,
and reach those heights, and I'm sure trainers will want to train elite level fighters. Was this your kind of opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, but that is kind of like to any trainer. I'm sure once you get into the business, you know, you will want to kind of like reach that top. And I'm working each day, and I did say, you know, in previous interviews, you know, I'm an apprentice in life, and apprentice in my craft, and I'm learning each day, and hopefully, you know, I'll get up there, but not to compete with other coaches or with other kind of like, you know, all I want is just like to my people, my family, my mom and dad, you know, just to be proud of who I am, and just like to put my name on the boxing books, and that's what I'm here, you know, and I'm grateful for each fighter that comes to me, you know, that are working with me, and yeah, so far so good.
That relationship with Anthony Joshua, when you first got the call to come and assist in the camp, what was your immediate reaction personally?
Oh my God, is once you kind of like you've been there, and such a profile, you know, reached to you, I mean, I don't think there is actual words to describe the feeling. I'm saying each day, you know, to him, to his team, how grateful I am, and I'm still be grateful, and I will be forever grateful to them, because the opportunity that they have given me, you know, I don't think there will be anything in the world that I can pay them back, and they've been so good to me, you know, helping me out, and I'm learning so much from them, and seriously, it's seriously amazing.
In terms of input, obviously you didn't just go there to put your pads up, but you also gave guidance and advice on what you saw were potential flaws or weaknesses. Was that taken well on board by Team Joshua?
Yeah, 100%, because once we went to Sheffield, you know, we spoke to 3 coaches, you know, myself, Joey, and Rob McCracken. We all sit down as a team, you know. It's not an individual kind of like person that Joshua goes, what you think, you know. It's the 3 of us, that's what we see, you know, that's what we kind of like going to agree and do the camp in terms of kind of like, this is the way that we think is going to be released, and that's how we did it, you know. It's not kind of like an individual thing, you know, it's a teamwork.
He's obviously 22 odd fights, 23 fights. He's fought some of the best fighters in the world, but he's still young. He hasn't he didn't have a big amateur career. His pro career hasn't been very long. Is there a lot more he can learn, and can he get a lot better?
Oh God, yes, he's getting better by day, 100%. You know, after his fight, he quickly went on holiday, and he's gone back into training. You know, he's a guy that he lives off the sport, you know, he eats healthy, he looks after himself, you know, he's still 30 as a heavyweight. I'm sure he will go kind of like years to come, and there is so many people that doubted the guy just for one loss, you know, and there still be the haters up there, you know, but once you get to know the man, and I'm lucky enough to be inside, you know, Joshua's team, and to see that man, how humble he is, and what you see on TV is what you actually see in real life, and I see him as kind of like, I know I'm one of his coaches, but I see him as my mentor as well, because I'm learning so much from him, but not just in boxing, also outside the boxing ring, and he truly is an inspiring person, you know, to be around with.
And just someone like Floyd Mayweather, who was known as Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather, he started a lot when he was younger. He was fighting on the attacking front foot quite a lot. You saw a lot more knockouts. Later down his career, he became quite more of a defensive fighter. With Andy Joshua, we saw something different with Andy Ruiz. Was that just a tactic for Andy Ruiz, or are we going to see a change in style now with Andy Joshua?
I don't think there will be a change in the fight, you know. The thing with Joshua, as I said, you know, he's learning each day, and we got to adjust to each fighter. you kind of like teaching this person that this is what we think it will help you as a fighter, and then once you're in camp, you have to adjust the training, you know, towards the opponent you're going to face. And in the case of Ruiz, you couldn't engage with the guy, and a lot of people have been saying that it has been running, that boxing, I understand the fans that want to see kind of like blood and they want to see, but that's towards the fans, you know. You got to understand that the boxing, the science is moving, hit and don't get hit, and he proved, you know, other side of him in that fight that people never ever thought that he was going to be able, and he did it, you know. So fair play to him. You used to keep the focus for 12 rounds, because it's not kind of like the credit is not to us as coaches, because we can't do so much, but it's down to him how he has been adjusting on that ring, you know, for the 3 minutes. So fair play to him.
Just moving on, the reason why you're here today is because obviously you're obviously teamed up with that Ohara Davies.
Yeah.
This is your first fight with Ohara Davies, fighting Jeff Offery. I hope I pronounced that correctly, on Friday night. Going well with Ohara?
Yeah, as I said, you know, I kind of like underestimate him and kind of like I judge him through social media. But once you get to know the guy, you see how nice he is. You know, he's very caring about me. You know, he does listens. You know, a lot of people say to me, oh, that guy will never ever gonna listen to you. He will tell you what to do, and none of that happened. We sat down, you know, before we actually start working. I said my buddies, I said what I'm expecting, and he was happy with everything. So far so good. You know, the camp has been great. It's been kind of like hard in terms of I got in and he was already in camp to this fight. So hopefully there will be some changes on Friday, and yeah, look forward to it.
Angel, wish you nothing but the best on Friday night with your first fight with Ohara Davies. And I'm sure we'll be catching up with you very
100%.
soon. It looks like Pulev is the next one in line in June, so I'm sure we'll catch up very soon. Angel Fernandez,
thank you so much
for IFL TV, thank you very much.